Hello everyone, and welcome to Test Run. I'm your host, Code Marvelous, and today I am again joined by Catherine from the UK Meta. Go ahead and say hi.
Hey, Dan.
Welcome back. We're going to be taking your Armand Geist, everybody's the shirtless wonder for a spin. He's got like the Immortan Joe breastplate going on. You know what I'm talking about from Mad Max? Like the clear... Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
not a great look.
It's not a great look, no. But we're gonna go through some edits because we're a couple weeks behind when this deck was played. Obviously, the new MWL was confirmed since then. We've had Terminal Directive drop since then, so there's been some adjustments, as you say, made to the deck. So let's go over that, and then we'll find ourselves a game.
So the main change I've made, which I think I probably want to do here, is a sneak door, which has done really good work in surprising corpse with the ability to get down a pull-up.
Just one?
Yeah, just the one.
Okay.
So that puts us up to 47 cards, which is not ideal. I mean, I'm happy to... I ran Geist at 47 cards for ages, but I know you're not meant to.
We can do whatever we want. Every single runner deck I publish is like 46 cards. People yell at me all the time for it, for my lack of discipline.
Yeah, I call them the ratios police.
Yeah.
Influence-wise, I would be happy to swap a paperclip for a Corroder and get rid of the Utopia Shard.
Okay.
Because that wasn't really doing much for me.
Okay, so that frees up 2 influence and 0 slots, because we're still at 46 based on the ratio police.
What can we do here?
Well, you mentioned Dean Lister.
I did. Dean Lister, yes. Is he the link guy, or is he the...
No, he's the strength buff guy.
He's the strength guy, yes. Let's put in one of him. I would probably actually drop on the land, to be honest. I don't like dropping a bin, but I've not been using it that much lately.
So for the people who aren't familiar with Dean Lister, he is a unique resource connection that has a trash can ability on it where you choose an icebreaker, and until the end of the run that icebreaker has 1 strength for each card in your grip. It's worth noting just a couple of key interactions. This can keep you from being locked out based on the strength of your cloud breakers, but it can also turn Mongoose into a super breaker. Or any of them, really. Peregrine. Actually, Peregrine's really good.
So we could try and find another influence from somewhere and swap Peregrine for a Gordian Blade, but that's going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah.
I think we might need...
What's Deep Data Mining's influence cost? Let's take...
That is 4.
Goo. Well, we could turn our one Maker's Eye into a Deep Data Mining.
Yeah, sure. I should absolutely give credit to Maxi for coming up with the deep data mining idea, because he put it in and I was like, you're mad, this is terrible, and he keeps beating me with it, so there we go. It could
be up to 5 cards accessed by surprise on R&D. That's insanity. And you had mentioned a console swap. Do you still want to test that, or?
I think I don't know. Again, I have to give credit to Maxi for this idea. I don't want to be taking his credit because I know he wants to write out this list. So I'm happy to stick with Forger for now.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. We're back up to 15 influence and 46 cards. Do you want to take this for a spin?
I think we do it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So let's find ourselves a game. Oh yeah, getting that Geist action. He is easily he's easily my favorite criminal. Like,
my big fear is that we hit some kind of awful Estelle Moon asset spam that we can't really deal with. I guess hitting Centrals is our plan for those.
Yeah, I've been playing Maw Wizard with Sol Set Slums to deal with that. I'm like, oh, you want to make like 1 million remotes? That's great. You're never gonna and two hacktivist meetings. I'm like, you're just never gonna have a hand. You can have the assets, you just will never have a hand.
Because hacktivist is it's an additional cost, isn't it?
Correct. So you can't res if you can't discard.
Yeah.
And it's not the first time; it's every time.
Oh.
That's my favorite. I'm just like, you can res that, Jackson.
But something's going in the bin.
Something's going in the bin.
Yeah.
And Maw is really good for that too, because then I was just like, let me check all these servers to make sure you're not cheating out an agenda, and go ahead and put a card from your hand in the trash.
Yeah. My friend Edie loves playing asset spam, like prison decks, asset spam, anything that just installs a million things and makes you suffer.
We've bonded over our love of like terrible asset-based HB decks.
So he normally says, "Oh, please don't play Wizard against me." So the other night I played Wizard and put down 2 slums and just went, none of that.
And so, are we keeping this?
No, we put this back because there are no traders and there are no way of finding traders.
Okay. Are you able to see everything all right?
Yeah, looks good.
Product placement.
Ugh.
Okay.
So I think I favour Geist in this matchup, to be honest. You can chip away at him, but he's so broken in the early game anyway, it's probably not going to make a huge amount of difference. The big risk is that they start playing, I don't know, scarcity or something and slow us down. So what I want to do here is drop the Fool Guy and pop it.
Up. We've already got some value. There's another one.
There we go. Drop the Spy Camera and pop it. See what they're about to draw. Maryland campaign. That's fine. They can have that. Drop the Fool Guy and the Sports Hopper, and then next turn we pop the Hopper.
Nice.
And see what we get.
We're in the rush. We got to get the traders down so we can increase the value. Exactly. Yep, they're going to do the smart thing and go straight for trying to rush out.
Yeah, that's fine. They can do that.
So we
pop the Hopper and see what we get. Interesting. If you lose, do you publish it? I think we put down the Spy Camera. We put down the Crowbar. I think we pop the Spy Camera. We see what they're going to draw. Launch campaign. That's fine. Drop the same old thing.
We still have one click
left. Pop the Fool Guy and see what we get. Nice. Corroder. Okay. I think we put that down.
We are.
The next turn is just going to be drawing up.
Yeah, we got to get the traders down.
Yeah, we've got to find them. It was not an amazing start.
Okay, so.
It's a pad. Okay, so we draw once. Oh, that's interesting. Draw again. That's the launch campaign. So if we click for a credit, they will res it. We can probably bin. I think we bin a Siphon and the Polyp.
Well, we still have 2 clicks left.
So I'm thinking what we do with those clicks. Is it worth clicking for credits, or do we keep drawing? I think we click. Ben's net deck. This is outrageous. And we'll not stand for this. Yeah, I think we click for 2 credits and ditch a Polyp and a Siphon.
So I got to click for 1 and give them a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems good. Oh, they didn't res anything. Maybe should have installed the spike. Never mind.
It's okay.
Okay, that's fine. So we draw. We draw again. We drop the spike and the Spy Camera.
The spike and the Spy Camera?
Yep. And that is fine because we've now got we've got a 4 guy, which means we can gain 2 credits whenever we want once we install it.
It's crazy. We haven't seen a single check trader. We're almost halfway through. No hostages either. And
No.
the map keeps getting bigger.
Yeah, the remotes have run off. So, draw.
Yay! Do we want to get that down?
Yes, we do. Take a credit. See if there is anything. And then put down the 4 guy.
Nice. It's worth noting that our opponent, like, this type of spark build is really good at holding a runner that cares about money down. But we don't care about money until we're actually, like, set up. And then the explosion power that we have means that their little 1 credit taxes don't mean anything.
No, they don't. It doesn't mean a lot. So now I think we pop the spy camera.
Oh, the spy camera. Oop, oop.
I want to see what they're doing.
So it's a
pop the 4 guy.
Yay!
Ooh, delister. Okay, that's interesting. Because that means, what does that mean? It means we can go and have a look at something if we want, if we can find a shiv. I think we drop, draw. Drop the spy camera. Drop the hopper. Pop the spy camera. See what's on R&D. Oh, we knew that. Sorry. But now we can install that trader.
We're getting there. We're pretty close.
Slowly but surely. I mean, if their plan is to biotic or Samson out, then they're going to do that.
Okay, so we pop in the hopper.
So we put the hopper.
Yay!
There we go. And we put down the trader.
And we got a shiv.
Yeah, drop a shiv. Put down the.
We need some link.
We do need some link. We popped. Is it 2 hoppers we popped? Yeah. So now we're looking for forgers. Now
our opponent hasn't scored anything.
No. So maybe we put down Dean Lister and we try for a legwork.
Okay, so I need to click for a buck.
Mm-hmm.
And then put down Dean Lister, but we have no money to do legwork.
That is very true. Okay.
We could pitch it and then use it with same old thing. Next turn.
Yes, because we've got Siphon in the bin, so we've got a legal target. Yep. Let's do it.
Okay, so what am I pitching out of this?
Bin the legwork.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Unless those are agendas on the table.
One of the things that I've frequently said about Geist is he feels a lot like Noise in that your wins always feel really gross. Like you're losing and then you suddenly just like flip the switch and go crazy. You know what I mean? Yep, there it is.
That's a pain.
Yep.
That's a real pain. Yeah, not much we can do about that really. Should probably have checked one of those. We've still got one same old thing, which is something.
Do we want to try to get a Siphon in there?
Depends what the HQ ice is. If it's more than one of something, it's a bit of a problem. I think so. That may well have lost us the game, to be honest. So maybe we just drop the same old thing and see what happens.
And then we have 3 more clicks.
Yeah. So draw up. Ooh, interesting. Draw again. Peddler. Finally. What have we got on there? Crowbar, Aaron. Too late, Aaron. Too late. And a levy. Okay. Alright, I think we leave that there.
You were just talking about how we don't see all-seeing eye very often.
I was. Why did I say that? Do you think we need to be checking any of those remotes, given that what they've just done?
I don't think it really matters at this juncture.
Mm,
We need Link, because then we could use deep data mining at least and see a bunch of cards.
that's true. Let's draw then. Let's look for a forger.
Gah. Another peddler.
Yeah, drop it. Put it down. See what there's got to be one. Oh come on.
This is insane.
I know. It happens.
Do we want to try Siphon? Because now we've got breakers on multiples to be able to get stuff out if there's more than one of something.
I think we
Weep gently.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we take credit and drop the sneak draw. Put it in the bin. Sorry.
Yeah. We're in rough shape.
Yeah, it's not great. Okay, I think that kind of tells us there are agendas in HQ maybe. So there is something because we clicked for credit. What have we got? Remind me what's on the peddlers again.
We have a Shiv, a Hostage, and a Mad Dash, and we've got Aaron Maron and a Crowbar on the other.
None of those really help us. I think we draw. I think we install that peddler. There's got to be a forger on there. Come on, there's got to be.
There's 2 spikes and a hostage.
Yeah, no, we draw again. We draw again. Yeah, and we put that mongoose in the bin. That's going nowhere.
Which one?
Bin the mongoose. And spy camera. It's not that much use without the traders.
We've got 4 cards left. We have yet to see either forger.
It's got, I guess. This is probably the longest I've gone without seeing a forger. Although I get a bit trigger happy on the sports hoppers. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, we let them have that agenda. We draw. We take a credit. We hope we get to keep it, and then we install.
Nope.
That's fine. Take another one, and then we install it.
That's
now we're not quite in business, but. Yeah, this is not this.
The good news is there's probably still just a ton of crap in the centrals.
Yeah. So, if we can ever get up the money to do deep data mining, what is it, 3?
Yeah. Well, we can siphon.
I think we go for it. We've got breakers.
Let's do it.
See what happens. What's the worst that can happen? We lose our traders? Oh, this is fine. This is fine.
All right, I need to figure out which one has which thing. So let's bring out one of the spikes.
Yeah.
And then let's bring out the Shiv.
Yeah.
And then we can.
Then we can break. We hope there isn't another one.
We'll still be okay because there's another crowbar on this one.
That is very true. Oh, this person's played against Geist before.
Another code gate. That'd be pretty incredible. IP block.
That's fine. We break. Spike it.
Yeah, we did the thing.
Did it. We got some money.
Finally.
No, it's fine. Take it. Take both tags. We can. We've got 11 credits. There's still quite a lot they can res. Um, we can try. We can drop a crowbar, and then do deep data mining, and that should give us enough to clear a tag, and we can pop a forger to clear the last one.
Nice.
Let's see what happens.
Toll booth.
Huh? We can break it. Oh my god, this is so bad.
We could win off this pull.
Oh, I hope so.
There we go.
Oh, breaking news. Okay. Yeah. Hey.
We tied the game.
We clear a tag.
And then pop forger.
And then pop forger, just clear the other one.
And we are at symmetry. 0 credits again. We're in a bad way, though.
Yeah, this is not going well for us. The best we can do is... no, we click for credits, we put down forger, and we try and get up enough money to levy.
I think we should do one more if you have the time after this.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not ideal.
We're still not doing terrible, which is the funny thing.
Yeah, because depending on what, as long as there aren't any code gates on that remote, we could potentially get in. As long as it's no code gates and only one barrier. We can run it and see what happens. If it's another toll booth, then that's fine. They lose out, we don't.
Right. Pop-up window.
Let's get it in the run. Nice. Yeah, this is not great. Put down the spy camera, put down the shiv, and see if they win. To be honest, take credit.
Maryland campaign's a really solid card. BT dubs.
Yeah. Chris had it in his terminal directive deck when we were playing.
That must be a Sansian City grid.
Yeah, I think so. They must be. I suppose they need an Astro or a Beal. That's only 2 cards. Let's look at top card of R&D. Let's see what's there. See if we're about to lose.
Nope.
Sweepspeak. That's fine. Sweepspeak's going to do nothing at the moment. I think we click for credits.
We can also try... oh, God. Peregrine is so expensive. I was going to say we could try to legwork.
Yes, we need to get through the Archangel though. I think we credit and levy. Still no decoder. Drop a spy camera, pop it. It's good to know. Drop the peddler, see what happens.
Look at all that.
All that stuff we can't do. Four guy's not too bad. Okay, this is fine. They'll find an agenda.
This is fine. Yeah.
This is fine. Worst things have happened.
This is the risk. These are the risks you take when you play Geist. These are the risks.
Yeah, pretty much. I regret saying I thought this would be a good matchup with Dice now.
Well, I mean, we didn't see a single tech trader in the top 30 cards.
That's
and
true.
then we didn't see forgers until the bottom 4. That's possible, of course, but that's just not very likely.
It's pretty bad. Okay. So we got Fall Guy on. Was it Fall Guy,
Yep.
Siphon, and something else?
Hopper.
Hopper. Pop the peddler for the Fall Guy, and then pop the Fall Guy.
We can't. We just can't catch a break.
No. Put down a spy camera. Pop it. Hey, got a trader back. Put down a trader.
Now it's worth noting we can get through IP block because we have Forger. So regardless of what they have, we really just need to be able to get through the Enigma.
Yeah, I think we draw. Because Polop is probably, well, if they've got something like Ash, it's very relevant. Yeah, drop the Fall Guy. See what happens.
We lose. That's what happens.
Yeah, we lose. That's probably a 4-2 that they want to score. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's a product placement. Okay.
Good game.
There we go.
Time is of the essence, Dr. Evil. Let's do this. Okay, thank you.
Interesting. Oh my goodness, just something like a better game this time, please. Okay, this is fine.
So we're against HB. I imagine since we don't have a tech trader, we're mulliganing.
I don't know, Sneak Door is potentially quite good against this, though I think, so this is Ratage, also known as Dave Sayer, who is the creator of Diaper, and we play a lot on Jinteki together, so I think he may well know that I've got Sneak Door in my deck. So I think I'm inclined to keep this, actually. Because it's got Sneak Door and a Mongoose. Maybe this is not the right decision, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So we can drop the Sneak Door and have a look in HQ. We could run R&D. Or we can start setting up. What do you think?
You're the pilot. I am just a conduit for your will.
Oh, let's have some fun. Let's put down the Sneak Door. And then check HQ. So hard doing this without Desperado. Okay. Bad move. Never mind.
It's okay.
That's fine. It's all the more money to siphon. So I think next turn we drop the Fall Guy. And then we pop it and we see what that brings us.
Looks like our opponent is probably very wisely just going for a rush.
I think so. So we know there's a Maryland and a Vanilla in HQ. Yeah, I think we set up. We let him have whatever he's doing. So install the Fall Guy and pop it. It's fine. Do the same thing again. That's great. Drop the spy camera and pop it. Seem good. That's fine. Drop the peddler, I think. What's that? Spy camera, spike. 2 spy cameras and spike. Is that it?
Correct.
Cool. Okay. Let's see what he's done.
That naked agenda. Oh, it's a Vitruvian.
You wouldn't check it. Yeah, I think we drop the hopper and pop it. That's fine. Yeah, we put down Dean, put down the spy camera, pop the spy camera.
That's not great.
That's bad. That's really bad. I think we take a credit. I don't think there are any agendas and HQs. I think we've seen most of them. But there might be now. So we could just go sneak dooring again.
Sneak dooring seems like a fine play.
I'm torn between sneak dooring and just continuing to set up.
Well, we can always pop the peddler just to get a spy cam.
Yeah.
Just to check out what's going on. We're really not getting lucky with when these tech traders are deciding to show up.
It happens. I think mate possibly shouldn't have kept that hand. I think I'm a big fan of sneak door. I think that's influenced me.
I think deep down we're all fans of sneak door.
So let's have a look at the top of R&D. Ooh, it's siphon. That's quite good. Friends. Ugh. Let's do a sneak door and see what happens. Maybe it gives us some information. Okay.
So now they're going to have 2 friends.
2 friends. It's lots of friends. Oh, that's good. Shame we didn't have the money to put down Aaron, but that's fine. We got an agenda that he was probably hoping to biotic. I think it's credit Aaron in case.
We only have yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, credit Aaron.
Yep. What am I pitching?
Bin the levy.
Bold move, Cotton. It's a bold move.
Yeah. Any agendas that he draws, he will immediately try and score. We'll probably stick in the remotes. He knows it's safer because we don't actually have any breakers.
Are you a fan of bad puns, Catherine?
Absolutely.
Where is the most romantic place in Netrunner? Breaker Bay Grid. Like BAE Bay.
No, I like it. Let's draw. Let's see what we get.
So we got a hostage, which would be okay if we had money.
At this point, I'd be tempted to credit and then hostage for a peddler.
Oh, for a street peddler. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yes, install the pet. I like how hostage always gives you the option to not install it. I'm like, yeah, I'd like. Yeah, I'd like to not gain the additional value.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a pull up on there, which is nice. Surprise, a crowbar, and a tech trader. So that's pretty good.
That's good. Okay, so we can get that tech trader out for free. That's pretty good.
God, we need money.
I know. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't think we should have installed the sneaky door. I should have gone for a better. I should have just gone for the setup. Okay, so that's a Christian HQ. That's whoever knows. That's who knows what on the on archives. There we go. Okay, this is fine. Take 3 and put down the hopper. This is absolutely less than ideal, but we need to.
We can still all do all sorts of crazy crap.
Yeah. The thing is, I've got no idea what he's up to. I don't think it is food coats.
Man, HB and those robots, I'm telling you.
Especially with Marion campaign, you just get it. It doesn't even go in the bin, you just get it back. Yeah, so we pop that. pop the hopper, see what we get. There we go. That's what we need. Lots of 0 and 1 cost things. Put down the Fall Guy, the same old thing, and the Forger.
Okay, we still have 1 click. Okay.
Yep, there we go. And then next turn we pop the Fall Guy and see what we draw.
Hey, we're getting there though. Well, it's worth noting that the ice is still quite okay. So there's an agenda score, but the ice is still pretty porous here.
It's only so nothing's been stacked. I think he's just going to just end up bolting out, to be honest.
But we also have air encounters, which is not insignificant.
No, I think pop the Fall Guy. See what we get. Get Spike. I think use the air encounters because that's a Christian.
Yay!
Hey, there we go. Use another one. Draw again.
Yay!
Okay. Put down the trader. Put down the Spike arrow. Check top card R&D. We've still got 2 clicks left. Another break of grid. Okay.
Boo.
Boo. That's great news. I think put down the Spike. And what's in our bin?
We have, you mean as far as like events?
Yeah.
Nothing except for hostage.
And
levy, of course.
Yeah. So next time we can same old hostage for the peddler if we're feeling lucky, which maybe we're not. Maybe we're not lucky at the moment. I think put down. I think put down the Corroder because I don't really want to bin much of this.
We're getting there. Well, it's worth noting we are at 2 points. We do still have Mad Dash available to us. And we haven't used most of our breakers. Most of our breakers have yet to be discovered, so that's good.
That's very true. I'm thinking about another sneak door, because we haven't seen R&D for a while.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, let's do it. 'Cause we can click through stuff if we need to.
Sneak Door is like one of my all-time favorite cards. It's like one of my pet cards.
Okay, so we click that.
So that's a Crisium grid that we cannot trash.
Yeah, knew about that. Okay, I think we draw and bin a siphon. There we go.
Now we're ready.
So next time we can put down the crowbar and sneak door again. I did have turning wheel in a version with sneak door, which was a little bit better.
That makes sense, yeah. There's a lot of synergy there. I just feel like we need to see an agenda on the top, and then like Mad Dash, and then immediately follow it with a deep data mining.
That would be ideal.
That would be ideal. I love Mad Dash. Yeah. Mad Dash is such a good card.
Oh, we could have delisted that the Spike actually. Never mind. I think we.
Do we want to do that hostage play?
Yeah, I think same old hostage for a peddler and see what we get. There's one left in the deck. Yeah.
Yes, install Street Peddler. Thank you.
Yes.
So Mad Dash goes on there. Boo. And deep data mining.
Data mining. Let's put down a Spike. Yeah. And then put down install a Shiv from hand. Bin a siphon. I don't think we're going to land one.
It's also somewhat trivial.
Yeah,
when our
it would be more about our economy than his. Oh, this goes so badly.
There's still only one ice on...
I think maybe next time we run R&D and see what happens.
I think the problem that we're having in both of these games is we're not able to run early, so we're not able to make money. Because that's the thing, is I say more so than any other criminal, Geist needs to run to make money.
Yeah, exactly. It's when you start making those first few runs that you start making money. And to be fair, we're pretty set up at the moment. So I think we can afford to. I think we can afford to put down a crowbar next turn and have a look at R&D.
Yeah,
I think so.
our opponent is thinking some deep thoughts about what to trash.
Got no idea what's going on. Well, loads of money. Yeah, I think put down crowbar.
Just run R&D.
Run R&D, see what happens.
Now this is where I, troll sauce person that I am, would just not res so that we didn't have the ability to make money.
That's the thing. That's what Dave normally does against me. Is he doesn't res because he knows that's what I want. He knows I want to break ice to find my stuff and make money.
Yep, that's the key.
But also, there's very little that will keep us out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because with Dean Lister and
yep, there it is.
We've got.
No res. Okay. Do we want to check HQ?
Yeah, I think we do. No, it's fine. If we hit a Fairchild, we break it and we bounce because we can't break 2.
It's true. That double a Fairchild. Baldo, you can't get my lap right now, buddy. I love you.
Oh, you're being attacked by cats.
I am. Look at that. No reses.
Oh my god.
What a monster.
Then we draw.
What a monster.
This is outrageous. It's probably another Crucium on Archives. So maybe we sneak door, use the money we get from breaking it to trash it. Or maybe we just look at R&D again, if he's going to keep letting us in. Something went in server 2, should check that. That's fine, we can do that in a sec. There's no point. No point. Let's have a look at server 2. Let's see what's going to look at that now.
Res ice. Res it. No? Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, that is the wise play, though, because then we're just going to get the agenda and money. Yeah. But we do have air encounters now.
Do you have air encounters? We sneak door, and that's a Crucium.
There's still stuff in Archives, though. I don't think it's likely to be agendas, but there is stuff in there.
Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look in Archives.
We're going to sneak door it? Because then at least we're forcing the Crucium.
It forces the Crucium res.
Yeah. Come on, big money. Oof.
That's fine. We weren't going to... Well... Oh, but then if we trash it, he just friends it back.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
So we break the Eli with a spike. I really want an AI bin breaker.
There's a Crucium.
So, I mean, do we bother trashing that?
I don't know.
No. It's no, okay, no agendas. Never mind. Put down the crowbar. And then next turn, we've used one same old thing, haven't we? Next turn we dig for a same old thing. And try and see if we can trash a sneak door. Find something to install to trash a sneak door. And go deep data mining, I think, is maybe what we do.
Well, it's worth noting we'd have to get rid of... we'd have to install something so we could overwrite Sneak Door and Corroder to be able to get the full effect.
We overwrite. Yeah, that's true. Overwrite the sneak door. I'd rather not trash corrode a bit.
All
We
right.
can see.
So what are we
4
doing
instead
here?
of 5 is fine. Use the Aaron counters. Hostage isn't any good at. Draw. Spy camera. Yeah, install the spy camera. Install the trader. Pop the spy camera. Child 3. Okay, cool. Install the same old thing, I think.
Pitch the hostage.
Bin the hostage. How many cards are left?
1.
1. Oh my goodness. Okay.
We can deep data mine though. We just gotta overwrite this sneak door with something.
Have we got any cloud breakers left? Basically, is that card a cloud breaker or not?
2. Is there a shiv in the bin? Yes, that is a shiv.
Okay, so the last one is a shiv. So I guess we draw.
Install it and then
Install the
deep dive.
shiv. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's our out. It's a perfectly reasonable one.
It is. I wonder what that ice is. That is going to be nothing but code gates on HQ.
Okay, so we're gonna draw. Yeah. So
drop the shiv.
Are we overwriting corroder as well, or just?
Yeah, drop it.
And then now we're gonna do deep data mining.
We are. We're going to go deep data mining.
This is for all the marbles for everybody watching at home. For 5 cards. I think we've got a decent shot.
We're going to hit something, I hope. I wonder what this is.
If they res a Sandberg in that remote, I'm going to just flip this table.
Because Dean Lister only gets us +5 strength because we're out of deck.
But it is still only 1 piece of ice.
Yeah. What the? Off the grid. What now?
We did not hit anything, unfortunately.
No, I think it's all in HQ. I mean, there's a reason why he's put 4 ice on there.
So that's an off the grid.
I suspect so. Do we try and get into HQ?
We could just run server 2. If it's not res, we could just go trash it. Off the grid has a trash cost of 0.
That's very true.
Do we want to go check that?
Yeah, let's do it.
He has to pre-res it.
I mean, you won't res it unless he's putting an agenda in there, but at least we can mildly inconvenience him.
There. Are you talking to him?
No, I'm telling someone else it's going really badly. What do we want to do?
Do we want to try? Go ahead.
I was going to say we either try and run HQ or we levy.
I think we try to run HQ because if we can use some of these icebreakers, they can be ready for the levy.
Yeah, that's true.
I like, even though we haven't gotten a chance to use it, I like the lingering threat that Dean Lister creates.
Yeah, it's a threat. Yeah, let's break that. We just make big piles of money, that's fine. Yeah, break that. And we can continue because we've got Dean Lister, so we can break another one if he reses it.
Look at this synergy. The elegance. We just made 12 credits to make that run.
That's incredible.
Global Food Initiative. We're gonna get rid of the Chrysium, I would imagine.
Yeah, get rid of it.
And do we levy now? Or do we want to go in and... we can't legwork, obviously.
No, we can't. I think we levy. And we see what we draw. Ooh, Peddler. I think we put down the Peddler.
So there's another Peddler.
Yeah.
And a Spike and the same old thing. So we did. So again, as we've discussed, like, this is what Geist does. It's like you're losing horribly, and then you finally have that turn where the engine like flips over and the engine turns over.
Exactly.
And we're at 6 points, so our opponent has to be very careful. And we gained 12, and they lost 3, 9, 14 credits on that run. So there's an off the grid in the Chrysium.
Okay.
So there's the res. Do we want to just get breakers down and like slam back in?
Yeah, we do. Ooh, same old thing. So on the Peddler there is a
Spike, a Street Peddler, and the same old thing.
Yeah, I think we put install the Spike off the Peddler.
We get Corroder.
So I think we Aaron. Cool. I think we put down a Shiv. Crowbar. We can get in once. We can get in once and can't get it back in again. Do we just dig for more breakers and do another run next turn, or do we check R&D maybe? Well, you know what? We can answer our own question. Put down the spy camera and use it.
Okay, there's the win.
Here we go. If there's more than one barrier, then
a lot of HB is only playing like 3 Elis and the vanillas, so there's the Architect.
Architect, that's fine.
Making money.
Oh, please not another one.
No!
Oh, that's outrageous. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, bin the hostage. That's fine. So that probably goes on to the off the grid now, doesn't it?
Yeah. But we've got money. That is something that we have.
We've got money. We've got a corroder. We can get back into R&D if we want to. We've still got an hour encounter we can draw up.
Yep. I'm hoping we could pull the deep data mining, because then whatever they put into that remote is irrelevant.
It's like 5 agendas accounted for, so probably 4 left. One's in HQ because we just saw it on R&D.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
But that's not... It's worth noting that that's not the win.
It's not the win for him, no.
Alright, so do we want to use Aaron?
We do.
That's not super valuable.
That's not helpful. Do we put down the spy camera and see if we can pull that again? we can put down the crowbar and the corroder. And we can get into HQ. No, we can't because we haven't got enough clicks for the itchy. Then I think we draw. We get our encounters from this, and then
we try to win. This is close. This is a good game, though.
It's not as bad as it looked at the beginning. I think
this is some high quality Netrunner. Like,
I think maybe we try R&D next turn. What do you think?
I think that's probably our best bet since legwork doesn't have a ton of value.
Yeah. But Aaron first to see if we can get a deep data mining.
If we can get a deep data mining, then we are good to go. There it is. All right, so are we just gonna go for it?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
do it.
Or do we want to do another Aaron draw before we go?
What else does Aaron get us?
I don't know. Let's just do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's do that. Break.
Pay hard way.
Pay the iron price.
And we see what happens.
I mean, 4 cards, 13 cards left.
Yeah.
Do we trash that Chrysium? I don't think we care.
I don't know. Leave it.
Preemptive. Preemptive.
Interesting.
Global food, we won! Woo! What a game! That was an incredibly close game.
It's so hard to keep up with Chrysium when there's friends about. So difficult. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll see something out. He was on 40 credits at one point, and that's a lot of that is gone.
I'm letting him know who the real pilot is.
I told him we were going. I said we'd be playing. But I had no idea if he would bring it.
What a great game. No, and I'm super glad we got this longer game. And even if we had lost to the ABT the next turn, you showed how to pilot this deck, like how to manage the tempo and like how to prioritize the installs. So that's super important for other people who want to pick up the deck.
Yeah, exactly. I think I see a lot of people saving up spy cameras, for example, or saving up Fall Guys, and like you really need to just like I say to people about the deck, like your first 5 turns should be just sort of trying to get the setup.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Catherine, thank you very much for joining me, and thank you for walking me through how to play the deck.
Cool, no problem. Thank you for having me.
And I'm gonna put a link to the deck on Netrunner DB in the show notes. And everybody watching at home, give Geist a spin. I know I've said that many times on this channel, but it's still true. You should still play Geist. And until we see you all again, always be running.